Hey everyone! Welcome to Currently Screaming with Ashlyn, a podcast where fangirl energy meets pop culture chaos. Today we have a very special guest with us, Valerie Campbell.
I'm Valerie. I was a key set costumer on Gilmore Girls, and Ashlyn's a huge fan, aren't you?
I am a huge fan. I got to know you on TikTok a little bit, and then we met at Paley Fest.
Randomly.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I saw you with Liz, and I was like, who's this very tall girl?
And I was just like, Valerie, and you're like, I don't know who you are. Okay, yeah, cool. So tell me, what exactly did you do in the entertainment industry?
So my job is costume department. So I've done everything from shopping to, well, not really shopper, but I'm more of a set costumer who I take care of the actors on set. I make sure they're wearing the right thing at the right time. On Gilmore Girls, I was the key set costumer. So that's the person that has the keys to the building, basically, the one responsible in charge. I make sure that the actors' continuity is correct.
Got it.
So the designer will get the clothes. I'll steam them out, put notes, put them to set. We'll be there for filming, and then at the end of the night, wrap the clothes, and then the next day, manage them from the time that they start to the time that they end.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what made you want to pursue that career?
You know, when I was in high school, I was in drama. And
really?
My drama teacher's husband worked in the business. And we would go do a lot of tapings. And I was like, this is cool. I want to work behind the scenes. I had no idea I wanted to do costumes.
Right.
I ended up going from a theater internship that didn't end up panning out because I got a traffic ticket.
Oh.
So I ended up working in a sales, like theater subscriptions. Worked next to this girl. Her cousin was a costume designer, and I said, hey, I want to intern for your cousin.
Oh, cool.
And she said, okay. And then I ended up working for her for a short time. And then when the show ended, I went, I don't know anything still. So I interned again on another show. And by that point in time, the first costume designer that I worked with was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, I could do this or this or this.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, I don't think she's focused enough. And I was like, oh. And she told her cousin, who was my friend. And I was like, okay, no, I'm focused. I want to do this. Yeah. I'll do this. That's fine. And so from that point forward, I was like, okay, I'm a costumer.
Yeah.
And then I got in the union, and one thing led to another. I got in Gilmore Girls, and I'm sitting here now.
Exactly. Do you remember your first on-set job? Like, not as an intern, but as like your first maybe paid?
Well, actually, first day was paid. I actually got paid before I got to intern. It's kind of a little backwards.
That's neat. Yeah.
Yeah. So that first, the costume designer, my friend's cousin, who was the costume designer, called me up and said, we don't need an intern this week. Would you be willing to work for $100 a day? And I was like,
yes,
sure, of course. And so I ended up working for a week. And then after that, she's like, well, and after that, you can intern.
Oh.
It was like so backwards.
That is so backwards. But
and then I interned again on Blood In, Blood Out. And then after that, the first show that I worked with was with this costume designer named Zeka.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I think it was with Zeka. Zeka. And it was these Charlie and Albert Band movies.
Oh, cool.
Oh, no, wait. I don't know. There's like 5 or 6 things. There was like a bunch of things in between. I remember, I think it was this other thing called Grey Nights with Corbin Burnson, and Joey from Friends was in it. And like all these people, Billy Bob Thornton was in it. All of these like really big stars were in it. And I remember, was it that? Or was it, no, it was another thing. It was called Man in the Moon. That's what it was.
Oh,
Man
cool.
in the Moon. Sorry, it was a bunch of little low-budget shows.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, making a mistake.
Oh.
On set.
On set, yeah.
The supervisor just said, go to set. And I'm like, okay. And so in the scene, there's a guy, and he's got a big hat on. And in the scene, he takes off his hat, and he goes, poof, and he punches it in.
Yeah.
And then we do take 2, and the supervisor comes in and is like, Valerie, why is there a big punch in his hat? Oh, I didn't know. I mean, I'm just watching going, oh, everything looks great. I had no idea what I'm looking for. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
She's like, you got to pull the punch back out. I'm like, Oh.
What?
That's what my job is.
Well, it's not that big of a deal, at least.
No, well, you know what? I'm sure there was like 1 or 2 takes that were bad, but after that, I kind of understood. Like, it just took one mistake to like go, oh, that's what I'm there for.
Right. Yeah.
I was just watching it going like, this is so cool.
This is so cool. I know, that would be, that honestly would be me too. I'd be like.
You're like, yeah, when they fall on the ground and there's dirt and like the guy steps on them, you got to brush that off before we do the next take. Yeah. So it was a learning experience. I learned as I went. I didn't go to college. I went straight in the business, and it was an experience. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah. What would you say your favorite project you worked on was, and why does that stand out to you?
Okay. I mean, Gilmore Girls as a whole was a huge chunk of my life. So, I mean, I can't compare anything to that because it's like such a huge thing. But after that, fun things that I got to work on were like Stars Born or Jersey Boys. Oh, cool. I mean, there was a lot of really fun. I've worked on a lot of fun projects. And what stands out is the people and what's going on set. Like Stars Born, we're recreating live theater, not live theater, but live, what is it? Music events. Yeah. And so it was really fun to kind of like see. I mean, I'm standing on stage like right next to Lady Gaga.
Oh, like, really?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I love Lady Gaga.
She's standing like she's standing closer. She actually gave me a hug at one point in time, which was random.
That's crazy.
Because she didn't know me. But she was like, oh, and I'm like, by the way, hi, I'm Valerie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. I wish I could go to her tour, but I didn't get tickets.
Well, they were basically, when we were filming, the audience, half of them were her little monsters. And they had paid, like, I don't know, like $10. They donated it, and they got to be background and basically freeze their ass off in the middle of the night at the Greek Theater and they went to the desert and roasted in the heat and at what's Coachella.
Oh, there's definitely people I would do that for.
They did that, but they couldn't even hear them sing. It was funny. So every once in a while, they would do the thing, and they were doing it without the mics. Yeah. So the mics weren't hooked up. Well, they were hooked up, but they weren't amplified. So whatever they could hear was just very minimal, and they had to pretend to be like, and so they were recording it. All the dialogue was recorded live. So when you hear the music playing on the radio, that is the recordings live from that stage.
Oh, cool.
That they edited together and stuff. I mean, they might have sweetened some stuff, but for the most part, to my knowledge, everything was recorded in the mics on stage. Why was I talking about that? I don't know.
No, it's okay.
You can like move me on to another subject.
No, you're good. So how would you say your craft has changed over the years, especially with like new technology and everything?
How we're working in the industry, meaning?
Yes.
Okay. There is a lot of technology. Like when I first got in the business, we do a thing. It's a cross plot. Where you fill in this basically a grid with the names and then the numbers of the people and like the information. You fill that out, and I was doing it by hand.
Oh,
like I was drawing the grid lines by hand because there wasn't Excel. Like Excel didn't exist, or if it did, it wasn't being used in our industry.
Yeah.
And then there was slow technology that would just do printouts that we would be writing our notes by hand. We wouldn't have to do the grids.
Yeah, for some reason, I choose to write my questions. I would choose to write them instead of print them.
Writing's important.
Yeah.
Writing is so important to what you do. Just like learning how to read a map is important.
Yeah.
I know we all are like using our phones for stuff, but if you don't know actually how...
Or like how to read a clock.
How to read a clock.
My mom made that a big thing when I was little. I wasn't allowed to have a digital clock until I was like 12.
Wow.
Yeah, like even in the middle of the night, she's like, I want you to look for that and be able to read it, But it's
important to be able to get it in your head. Like I like to break down my own scripts, even if I'm not the one that's supposed to do it. Like if I'm, even if I'm just the background costumer that's helping, I like to break it down.
Yeah.
Technology now, the breakdowns are all done by a supervisor. They input the things one line at a time, and they put it in there, and it goes into the phone, and you have to like make your notes. But it's made it harder because it's made something so easy that you don't need a person to do it.
Yeah.
But then that information's not in your brain.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot harder. You're disconnected from it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love when I'm breaking down a script, doing it in a grid because I could physically see everything. And if I need to change one tiny element, all I got to do is get my pen out and, erase it and then it's done. It's fixed.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're doing it in the programs that they have now, I know this is super boring. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's how. And then like back when we first started, we were doing things with Polaroids.
Oh, wow.
And then it went to digital.
Right.
Which Gilmore Girls, most of the continuity was digital, which is why I still have a lot of memories from that time because I have all my pictures.
All of your pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's changed. Now everything's digital.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's dive more into the Gilmore Girls section of you and what it was like working on it. So what would you say a day in a life would look like for you specifically on set? Was it like the same every time? Was it always kind of different? Just walk me through it.
So basically you wake up super early in the morning and super early is 9 or 10 hours after you left work. Well, no, getting to work is you get to work 9 or 10 hours after you left work, whatever time that was.
Right. Okay.
So super early doesn't necessarily mean it's dark 30. It just means that it's relatively early from the time that you left.
Okay.
Usually.
Yeah.
I would take care of a lot of the actresses. I mean, pretty much everybody. I would take care of everyone but Lauren. And like Emily Kelly Bishop had the earliest call because she had to have a lot of makeup and a lot of hair.
Got it.
So her call time, let's say on a 7 o'clock crew call, would be 4:42 a.m. Or somewhere around there.
That's crazy.
So I would have to be there at 4:30.
Yeah.
And then I would be like checking in the clothes from the laundry and then putting all the stuff together, setting her room, giving her like a makeup shirt, giving her, slippers or a robe if she wanted it. And then like putting the clothes in the room, making notes about what the clothes are, and then setting every single other person that's working. You'd set your line, which is the stuff, you'd set everything that was in the line. And then you would prep out the stuff that was going to go in right after. And it was just me and my set partner. We didn't have a trailer costumer. Now, a lot of shows have a trailer costumer. That's a person that just stays in the trailer and sets the clothes all day long.
Oh, got it.
But we would go to set with the rehearsals and watch the rehearsal. Then the actors would go back to change clothes or do whatever they needed to do. And then they would go back down to set. And that's when we'd follow them back to set. And at some point in time, we'd break away. My set partner and I would take turns and go like, okay, I'm going to go set so-and-so, cover me. Or I got to go to the bathroom, cover me. And then halfway through the day, not even halfway through the day, like a third of the way through the day. On Gilmore Girls, we had really long days. Every 6 hours, they have to break you for food. So if crew call was 7, they have to break you at 1.
Right.
And you get a half hour or you have an hour. Gilmore Girls, we had an hour break because they didn't want to feed us because they were cheap.
So like so you could like drive somewhere or something like that.
Usually just go on the lot somewhere, grab something.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you guys not have your own craft service?
We have craft service, but this is catering.
Catering.
We didn't have catering on Gilmore Girls.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah. No. It was pretty, I've heard it was pretty low budget. Yeah.
Low budget, and one way around that was giving us an hour lunch instead of a half an hour.
Got it. Yeah.
And then sometimes we'd have second meal. They'd cater that.
Okay.
But that's not good. Oh. That means you're going to be there longer.
Oh, So what's like what's an average day and what's like the longest day?
Okay. Season 7, we would shoot 10-hour days.
Okay.
That is not normal.
Okay, what's
12 is they would normally want to budget for 14 on Gilmore Girls. Most normal shows would budget for 12.
Got it.
And ours was already knowing that we were going to go to 14. But generally we would do at least 16, if not a 22-hour day. Wow. 22 would be the longest that I did. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the longest I remember my dad being gone when I was a kid was 22 hours.
It's
specifically.
I don't know why. I don't know why. And I'm sure it's at a certain point in time, the producers just have to pull the plug. They have to go like, you can't. This is ridiculous.
Right. Yeah.
And it sucks because there's people that have died because
yeah, no, I bet
they've driven home and they
on the show.
Not on Gilmore Girls, but my husband worked on Pleasantville, and there was a guy named Brent Hirschberg that died.
Oh, that's
he was
very
on his way home to see his kids, and it was a weekend. It was his daughter's birthday. You know, it was just tragic.
That's really, really bad.
Yeah,
yeah. I know. Was it because he was tired?
Yes. Yeah. After working like multiple 18-hour days in a row, it's just hard. This business is not. Like, everybody thinks, oh, my God, you work in the industry. And it's like, yeah, no, it's not.
It's not that glamorous.
It's not glamorous.
I mean, maybe there's some moments where, like, if you have, like, a cool event, it's kind of glamorous. Yeah.
There's fun moments, but it's a lot of, like, sitting around and waiting. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of picking up dirty socks and underwear and, like, going like, wow, don't they know how to use a hanger? I mean, they're in a hurry. I get it.
No, I know what you mean.
But do I have to go for every corner of the room to find all of the different pieces of your clothes? We actually had to tell someone, not on Gilmore Girls, but we had to tell someone on another show, like, they wanted to borrow something. Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, I've got to go somewhere after. They're like, we need to talk.
We need to talk, yeah.
You need to, like, I tried wrapping your room the other night, and you got the sock there, you got the tie there, you got your other sock there, you got your underwear there, you got your pants there.
It's like he's throwing it around.
Your shirt there.
It's like the classic cartoon where they like rip their clothes off and they just throw it.
Yeah, like and he was like, well, I'm supposed to. Okay, I could do that. And so from that point on, he did it.
That's good. Yeah,
he hung up his stuff.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's very interesting. Yeah,
you gotta take care of it. And you know what's funny with Milo? Mm-hmm. Is I remember going into Milo's room to wrap him one day, and I was like, oh,
Milo's Jess, by the way.
Milo's Jess.
Yes.
I remember saying to him that, like, you know, oh, thank you for hanging up your clothes. And he goes, who's not hanging up their clothes? He goes, that is part of your job.
That's so cute.
Like, he was like, you know, when I first got in the business, an older actor told me, you must hang up your clothes. That is part of your job. And, you know, so that's one thing I remember about Milo.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so you did not work with Lauren on wardrobe?
I did the first season.
You did the first season, okay.
Yeah.
So, and the first season's kind of, you know, important because that's when, you know, they're kind of gaining their, Rory and Lorelai are kind of gaining their, like, style, you know?
Well, see, I did nothing with their style. Remember, I am not the designer.
You're not the designer.
I make sure that whatever the designer wants. So think about it this way.
Yeah.
When you're a little kid, your mom is picking out your clothes. Right.
Yes.
Your mom is the designer.
Got it.
Okay. I am the babysitter that makes sure that those clothes are like on.
Got it.
You know, versus like your mom going to the store and buying them. Right. And, you know, they picked them out. I'm the one that just sort of kind of facilitates and makes sure that they're wearing the right thing at the right moment.
Did you ever get to put your own input in or?
No, that's not your job. Yeah. I mean, with background, a lot of times we'll line up all the background at the end of the trailer and get them dressed. I can help with that and facilitate, but ultimately the designer's the one setting the look, saying, hey, here is an entire rack of clothes that I have approved.
Okay.
Now, I might be the one also pulling the rack of clothes. Uh-huh. Like, I might go to the costume house and grab a bunch of stuff, put it on the rack. But it's the designer that says, oh, God, what were you thinking? I don't like that item. Let's pull that out. Or, I mean, they're usually not, they can be, but they're not usually rude.
About it, yeah.
I mean, they just kind of go through and they go, like this, no purple, we want this color, we want that color. So there's things that they have input.
Okay.
So we'll get them dressed in the morning, but ultimately the designer has to kind of approve of the looks.
The looks, got it.
Yeah.
Well, how would you say that or what would you say the continuity was, like, for specifically Lorelai and Rory, since they were like the two main characters? What was the continuity with the outfits that you'd usually see? Was there a lot of like things that you saw that was like a must in their style that like they would have?
I'm confused.
Like with their style, like, because it's early 2000s, right?
So I don't have anything to do with the style.
No, right? No, yeah, you don't.
So what it is that the designer will set the look in the morning.
Right, but what would you see? Like, what did you notice?
My job was was to basically maintain whatever the designer created.
No, yeah, of course.
So let's say they're walking in the house and they have to drop their coat on the rack, and they switch shoes. I'm the one that's going to the director and saying, hey, where would you like the coat to be placed?
Right.
And then I would go to the actors and say, the director would like the coat on the rack. Can you figure out how you'd like to make that work?
Got it.
And maybe the actress might have an input on where they want. Like, I think I'm going to be able to grab it right here. Mm-hmm. So it's more about communicating with the actors.
Got it.
The tiny details with the outfit, and because the designer's not going to be there for every single moment. Yeah. They're there just for the outfit to make sure it looks the way they want it to look. Mm-hmm. And then, like, the most fun we have with it is, let's say you have a show where someone gets hit with a bullet.
Right.
So we got bullet hits.
Bullet hits, yeah.
Bullet hits, dirt, mm-hmm. grime, something that's unusual. Mm-hmm. Like, the designer has no input with that. That's all the director. Oh. So you go up to the director and go, like, where would you like the bullet hit? And they're like, we want it right here.
Yeah.
We want it right here. And so then you put it and you cut the little hole and you make it, and then you put the blood on and you go real slow.
Yeah.
Because, you can't go backwards.
Yeah, you can't. Once it's there,
it's there.
Once the piece
so you
of
go really slow and then you kind of put it in there. And so those kind of moments are fun because it's like, that's where we get to do stuff. And then when there's moments where a squib is going off, where we have to kind of coordinate with other departments, like special mm-hmm. effects. You have to give them the clothes so that they could put the squib hit in there. And,
right.
And what other fun things? Like, or just when they're having a fight, like the fight in the town square with Luke and Christopher.
Iconic.
When they fall on the ground, you have to, like, if they're falling in something, you're going to have to brush off whatever it is that's on them mm-hmm. so that they reset, so they look exactly like they looked before.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. I'm learning a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so do you have any memorable, like, wardrobe challenges, like if it was, like, raining or something specific where something went wrong?
There's many moments where things go wrong. Usually the things that go wrong are when an actor has done something. Like, there's a moment where Ed had a cup of tea and he spilled it on his white shirt. Thankfully, we had a double in the trailer, so we got a double. But then there was a moment where Alexis had a cup of noodles and spilled it down the front of her shirt. And so, I get this, hey, Val, Alexis needs to see you. And then, like, you go over there and you're like, okay, great.
What do I do about this?
Half the time it is a lot of like, oh, God, what am I, okay. You get whatever cleaning stuff you have and you apply it and you try to dry it and you hope that there's no stain, and sometimes there is. Mm-hmm. And nowadays, like with HD, it's a lot worse. Oh. Because back in the day when I first started, we were filming on film stock. Mm-hmm. And film stock was not as... It was more forgiving.
That is true. Yeah.
So it's a lot harder now. Like, a lot of the things that we had mistakes, you couldn't barely see them. Now it's like, oh gosh, look at that.
Yeah, like that's very obvious.
Yeah.
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 That's true. Yeah, that's interesting. Which characters' costumes were the most fun for you to manage?
Kirk is always fun because, he had always had some random stuff. But Liz Torres, who played Miss Patty.
Oh, yeah. With her little feathers and, yeah.
She always had a lot of, like, I'd have to sew her in. I'd have to sew Melissa into her costume.
Oh, cool. To her, like, chef?
Not the chef one so much. A lot of it was, she'd have different layers. And, like, she'd have a dress. And then she'd have a sweater. And so because the dress and sweater, like, you'd have to, like, maybe tack up here, make sure, tack down here, make sure that this was fitting right. Right. Because a lot of the clothes that she was wearing were designed for her. Mm-hmm. Brenda, who was our costume designer, would take multiple outfits. Let's say take multiple dresses, cut them apart, re-put them together so it would fit her, because they just didn't make good fashionable stuff that fit her at that time.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm glad you guys made it, work out. Yeah.
Yeah. And, everyone to this day is like, where'd you get that? And it's like, you're never going to find it. And if you did, it's not going to fit you because it's not designed for you. Yeah. It was designed.
For her specifically.
Well, the original outfits were designed for someone who was a stick and not, And so we had to use as much fabric as we could by using multiple outfits to kind of make it look good. And also probably, I'm not sure how much of Brenda took other garments and just reshaped them too. Like like it might not even be anything that was similar to the original dress.
Yeah. And she just kind of like experimented with it.
She did. She had fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
And since Brenda, her body shape was more similar to Melissa, so she knew how to make that work.
That's good.
You know?
Yeah. Cool. So, okay, this is an interesting question. Were there any hidden details in costumes that only someone like you would notice?
Yeah. Melissa.
Okay.
Melissa McCarthy's, her Dragonfly Inn chef smock had dragonfly buttons.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think, I never noticed that.
And then Liz Torres had a dragonfly top that she wore. Right for the dragon, she wore it for the Dragonfly Inn opening, and she also wore it for Fran Weston's funeral, who owned the Dragonfly.
Right. Oh, that's so cute.
Trying to think of anything else. I'm sure there's probably other stuff, but it wouldn't pop out of my mind.
Yeah, no, those are the ones that are. That's cool that they did a lot with the dragonfly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good symbol in Gilmore Girls. I like it. A lot of people have it tattooed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially at like Fan Fest. It's really cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you work closely with like the actors, like with how they felt in their costumes? Like, would you help them like adjust it? Or like...
Oh, like if something was bothering them? Like,
yeah, or like
scratchy or itchy? Okay,
yeah,
so
like
Alexis...
That,
all the tags bothered Alexis just because she had kind of sensitive skin.
Oh.
And so she'd be like, can you cut this out? Like the tags. Yeah. So I would cut the tags out a lot of times, which is why I don't really have good notes about some of the outfits, because the label did not exist.
Right.
And by the time we were writing notes, which was like at the end of the night, the label was not in there to write.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like we were going to go shop for it again. So if we did need to shop for it again, it wasn't that complicated. Someone would just go to the store and get another one. Like, but we very rarely needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. How, from a costumer's perspective, did you know the insides of how, like, for Rory, for example, because, you know, there's an age, she's like, goes through like the most age change, you know, because, you know, she goes from like 15 at the very beginning to 22 in the first
What's the question,
season. I'm about to get to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the first, 7 seasons. Do you know exactly, like, did you notice any patterns from how it changed, like her style changed from like the first season to like the last season?
So Brenda, who by season 4 was our costume designer, and that was the time period that Rory was going to Yale. And because she was no longer wearing a uniform, her entire look changed. She became a little bit more sophisticated.
That is true, yeah.
She had, she had her little skirts.
I was just about to say
with
the
her
skirts.
Tights and the fishnet tights and the and her little boots that she'd wear. She just got to be cute.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff from earlier, it was just more basic.
It was.
Brenda made her a little bit more sophisticated, but also like...
Especially with the short hair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I know when I cut my hair short, I was like, I'm doing a Rory, because I think I cut it at the same time she would have cut it, 18, like, going to, like I cut it like, the same time, going to college, a little change.
It's funny. It's like, it's funny to think of it as being that age because she's a different age, but also...
Like Rory's age.
Yeah, it felt a little... Like, I never really associated it with being like college. I mean, college. Never mind. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. You can delete this.
No, it's just, I don't know why. I always really noticed her hair throughout the seasons and how it changed. Actually, all of, like, both Lorelai, Emily, and Rory's hair, I noticed. I don't know why. I was just, like, very focused on their hair and how it changed.
What about Emily's hair?
I feel like, especially in the first season, it was very curly, Her
hair was very bouffant-y. Like, it had a lot of lift in the front of it.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that it didn't have as much of that, but that was just more stylistic. Like, that's what people looked like back then.
Yeah, and then it got more of like a curvature, like under type, swoop, bang type situation. And Yeah, and then, Rory goes through so many hair changes. It's like, mid-length, and then she cuts it, and then she grows it out, and then she gets bangs, and then she dyes it, and it's like, it's like a whole thing.
She does a lot of hair changes.
Yeah. And then Lorelai, I feel like her hair pattern kind of changes throughout it. I know her hair is naturally curly, isn't it?
She normally has naturally curly hair, but her hair kind of, the process of straightening it all the time just fries anyone's hair. Mm-hmm. So
did she not was that her natural
She had
hair?
to straighten it.
Oh, she would straighten it. Okay.
So whenever the girls had curly hair, if I'm remembering correctly, they still had to curl it because, I mean, like I have naturally curly hair, but it doesn't stay the same throughout the day, much less from day to day, and it has to match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have a favorite outfit on a character that you got to,
I don't really have like favorite outfits because I'm not a really fashionable person.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm not fashionable. You do not want me buying your stuff or shopping for you. I liked all the costume stuff. So like, I think Rory, when she was in Festival of Living Arts.
Ooh, yeah.
And I mean, personally, I would wear anything that was at the dance marathon. Like I am a vintage girl.
The dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only picture Lorelai and Rory's outfit, like the blue dress and the pink polka dot dress.
But pretty much any of the vintage stuff that was there, I would be like, I'd wear that. Mm-hmm. I'm into
cool.
that stuff. But I like more of the costume, anything that was more like interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Not dated. Yeah. But like, I don't know if Rini told you this when you talked to her.
Yeah, I don't know.
But when they had cast Rini, Brenda, who was went up to the costume, blah, 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 blah. Brenda, who was our costume designer, went up to Dan Palladino, who was our executive producer at the time, and was like, "Hey, so what do you want Lulu's character to look like?" And he was like, "Oh, I want her to dress like Valerie." Which is like quirky.
That's really cute.
Quirky. At that time, I was wearing a lot of vintage. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Well, it wasn't her experience. Yeah. But I went up to her and I was like, "Oh, they want you to dress like me."
That's so cute.
And so like, I don't know. I don't know that I necessarily chose to become really good friends with her because of that, but we ended up becoming very good friends.
Oh, that's good.
Like we see each other at least a few times a year, if not every few months. And she's just such a sweetheart.
She is really sweet. Yeah, I met her at
my party.
Yeah, at your party, and that was fantastic. But it was even it was more fun getting to know her in like a calmer, like more one-on-one setting. Getting to really hear about her career and stuff. I don't know much about her character that much, so that was really, or her career, so that was really cool. What would you say the most common replicated outfit is that you've seen at FanFest?
Everybody always goes for the first day at Yale Lorelai look.
Yes.
That is like the staple, okay, we're going to do Lorelai. But then the pink coat, trying to get a version of a pink coat for Lorelai. Obviously the Chilton outfit.
Yeah.
What else? There's so many, trying to do a Suki smock with, her chef look.
Yeah.
And Luke, of course.
Luke,
if
yeah,
you're
everyone.
A boy, all the boys wear a Luke outfit at least flannel. One day.
Yeah, you just need the flannel and the backwards cap.
Backwards cap, you're good. That's probably like the easiest one.
Right.
To do if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
You won't win any costume contest, but you will look like Luke.
Yeah, I was talking to Lulu about this, but I know what my costume's going to be.
Don't tell me.
I'm not going to tell you.
I don't know if I'm going to, I don't think
are
I'm
you going to be judging? Oh.
I don't think I'm judging.
Okay. I told Rini. Not during the podcast, though, because I don't want anybody stealing my idea.
I'll tell you, though, it's fierce. Competition's fierce.
I know. I've heard that because
I'm sure the cruise wasn't that
I
bad.
got away with not a great outfit on the cruise. I planned it last minute. It was funny, though. Like, it was funny. That's, like the thing that really got people. I was Jackson. But the thing that really got people was the fact that I stole garnish from the buffet on the cruise and held it as vegetable, like on the stage. I think that's what really got people, like the story behind it. But my actual outfit, it was literally just overalls with like a collared shirt situation, like rolled up sleeve situation. I didn't even have a beanie or anything. Like it was not
You should have done, the overalls are good. You should have done a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, but it's literally just what I had in my suitcase.
A Hawaiian shirt with a flannel underneath it.
Yeah. No, it's literally just what I had in my suitcase.
That would have been the ideal. Plus the hat, of course. The hat is more so important.
Yeah, I had limited. I was just like, I thought of the idea the day of. I was like, oh, I didn't bring anything for the costume context, but I do have a pair of overalls. So I was
Perfect.
like, I could do something with that, maybe. Yeah, but I did get one of the places, I think just because of the funny story with the vegetable. But
thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. And I don't think I will win necessarily at this next one, but what it is so funny and iconic to me that I'm just going to be happy that I had it. Yeah, it's going to be fun for sure. Okay, let's go. Let's start with the physical items. Before we do that. Let me.
Do you want me to grab?
I have a gift for you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it's from?
No.
Have you watched Monsters, Inc.?
I'm like thinking Gilmore Girls. No. I'm like, what is the Gilmore Girl connection with this item? I don't know.
You know the Scream canisters?
No.
Okay, so in Monsters Inc. there's Scream canisters, and if you open the top, it also screams.
That's funny. We won't be doing that often.
Yeah, but don't worry. If there's also a button on the top that if you press that down when you open it, it won't do that anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, but you have to press it down like really hard. It's like a really confusing button.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Why? Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So, how did you get involved with telling stories about Gilmore Girls?
So, let's go back in time.
Back in time.
When I first started working on Gilmore Girls, I had just started making ice cream, like maybe a couple of years before. We'd have parties at my house all the time.
Right.
Actors would come to the parties. Eventually, I kept in touch with all the actors because they would come to the parties. Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Lauren didn't come. Like the ones that didn't come are the ones I'm still not in touch with.
Got it.
And we'd have a lot of people come. And eventually, I got involved with a book, The Gilmore Girls Companion.
Oh, got it.
So it was called The Gilmore Girls Companion. I helped him get that going, and then Jenny invited me to FanFest.
Oh, yeah.
And so I went to FanFest, and after the second year, Jenny was like, we want you to write a book. And I was like, how about I make ice cream at FanFest? So I started making ice cream at FanFest. And then
her ice cream is fantastic, by the way.
And then she was like, you really need to write a book. So before the third year, she prompted me to write a book. And I said, well, if I'm going to write a book, what would it look like? And this is what it ended up looking like.
Yes.
I don't know if I need to bring that forward, but basically, it didn't come out of me like a normal book.
Okay.
Have you seen inside this?
No, I haven't.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I want it. Here, let me take a look.
So open it randomly to the middle.
Okay.
Here you go. What'd you get?
Oh,
What'd you
cool.
get?
I got pumpkin dark chocolate fudge ice cream.
Oh, okay. So some of the stories in the book are related to Gilmore Girls, and some of them are just random. That one's random.
Yeah, this is like what the book looks
I was working on Jersey Boys on that.
Wait, I don't want to I'm like, it's okay, I'll buy this from you.
Okay.
The design is so neat.
So I hand illustrated everything. I mean, I did it on a computer, but I illustrated it with a pen.
You know what? Have you watched Ratatouille? This is so random.
I've watched Ratatouille.
You know the cookbook?
I haven't seen
it. That's in Ratatouille. Like when he opens the cookbook, it looks like just the layout that? Is like just like this. I really like it. It's interesting. It's pleasing my eyes.
But basically, you take one column, you start at the top, go down, go back up to the top, go down, go back up to the top, go down.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
That's the way it works. And then the recipes are all recipes that I came up with while I was having these parties. And some of them, there might be a little glitch here or there, but I try to update the website when I can.
Cool.
And the stories, pick a story, and I'll see if I can
Okay.
You should pick something from Gilmore Girls, of course.
Yeah. So this one is
Ed Herman or
Liz.
Liz.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know it
You can
by heart.
You can
but
read it.
I can kind of. You'll show an insert of it or whatever.
Oh no, yeah, I'm doing that with a couple people.
Okay, so it's hard to remember a time before chocolate chipotle scream. It's become a staple at every party. I don't remember who suggested it, but without April Falzone. Now, April Falzone was our food stylist on Gilmore Girls, and in the previous page,
food stylist.
Yeah, she was the one that made all the food. Physically, you could see it on screen as well as any food that was eaten.
That I want to do added to my list. No, my list of jobs that I want to do. They're all very similar to each other, but it's just long. It's long.
Well, she's a very, very good cook. You have to start with, having a good understanding of food and also making it look good and being prepared for just take after take after take. You'd have to make vats and vats of food just for one tiny bite of something. But okay, without April Falzone, because she had, she would bring chipotle on a potato chip.
Ooh.
With goat cheese on it.
Oh my God, I love goat cheese.
And it was so delicious.
Yeah.
So I made an ice cream in her honor, which was the one right before. It's called goat cheese chipotle with a potato chip.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay. I don't remember who suggested it, but without April Falzone, it would never become a thing. What I do remember is Liz Torres, a.k.a. Miss Patty, taking a tiny bite during one of those parties and spontaneously belting out this Mexican mariachi drinking song. Now, I do not know how to sing the song, but it's sort of good. It kind of goes, por tu amor, que tanto. Just imagine Liz Torres singing that. I'll always think of Liz, this song, and chocolate chipotle. Yeah.
That's so cute.
So, yeah.
And then there's a little recipe on the...
There's a little recipe.
Cool.
Recipes for the chocolate chipotle. You get to learn how to make it.
That's so cool.
And it's a fun book. Like, it's my favorite.
Yeah, let's keep it. Let's make it the center of the show.
Center of the show. Do you want the other? Do you want the other audio, the other thing that I brought out?
Yes, I would love it. Guys, very, very special item. When I was on the phone with Valerie and she told me this, I was like, seriously? I was like, really?
I can't believe you didn't know because I show it off all the time.
You've never told me about it. But just put it in front of the screen and people will know.
It is the Bop It.
The Bop It's upside down.
Let's see. Oh, that's why.
It's the Bop It from Gilmore Girls.
Medium, high.
There you go.
The one that...
Flick it. Pull it. Spin it. Bop it. Pull it. Bop it. Twist it.
Should we try a round?
Sure, but are we going to be in frame? Okay, awesome.
Okay.
You're going to hold right here.
Okay.
And then we bop like this. You bop on that side.
Oh.
Spin it.
Wait, which one's...
Flick it.
Okay.
Spin it.
I do these sides. You do it. You
Wait, wait. So what are these two called?
Twist it.
Twist it?
And pull it.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so you have to do these two, and I do these two.
Bop it. Spin it.
Oh, shit, that was me.
Oh, that was you. Guys, we're bad at this.
4, 1.
Oh.
Spin it. Spin it. Twist it. Flick it. Pull it. Pull it. Twist it.
It was you, but I messed up.
I know. It's the twist it and spin it are so similar. Here, let's try one more time.
Okay.
Okay.
Twist it. Pull it. Spin it. Pull it. Flick it. Bop it. Bop it. Flick it. Pull it. Spin it. Pull it. Bop it. Twist it. Bop it. Spin it. Pull it.
What does that mean? Oh,
it was mine fault.
No, what does that mean? Does that mean get to like the next level or something?
No, I think I don't know.
You don't know
how it was.
Guys, wait, can I hold it?
You can hold it.
It's so beautiful.
You cannot have it.
No, I will not keep it. Don't worry. This is Valerie's. Valerie earned this, you guys, from working.
I asked for it, and they gave it
Did
to
you?
me.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is so special. She earned this, you guys. She earned having this for sure. No, this is so funny. It's so funny when, what's the scene that's the funniest with Luke and Dean?
Dean, yeah.
And they're so angry. They're like, and they're just so hilarious. Yeah, definitely a funny one. I don't know why I've never actually played it before.
It is challenging. Even if you play, I mean, you can kind of get into a rhythm.
Yeah.
I played once online and I was like, it kept going. I was like, I got it. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Super cool. Do you have a favorite memory from here? Let's put it right
from
here
the Bop
on
It,
top of,
or from the show,
or we can just no, from the Bop It. Like, do you remember? Like, is there a part? Did you guys ever use it off screen?
Well, no. So what happened was it was on screen, and I remember going, that is the coolest game, like, because I had never seen one before because it just was brand new.
Yeah.
And I had said to props, I was like, I want one. And they're like, okay, well, like when we're done with it and when we're done for the season. And they remembered me asking.
Oh, nice.
And so when we were done for the season, they were like, do you want it? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And so the only reason I wanted it was not because it was like on screen or anything. I was just like, I just wanted to play it.
You just wanted to play it? Yeah.
I just wanted to play it. So I played it a little bit, and over the years I was like, I should really get rid of this. And then I was like, no. And then I kept it. And then every time that I go to FanFest, I went to the FanFest the first time, I'd bring it. And then it's just too much for my suitcase. I was like, I'm not bringing it every time.
You can just tell people about it.
You know what? I show people online when I go on TikTok. I'm like, oh, yeah, I got the
TikTok.
Bop It.
Yeah, you guys, I did mention how I met you on TikTok. She has a really good account on TikTok. She is a post god. She's posting every 2 seconds on there.
Every day.
Every day.
Post one.
It feels like a lot of good content, and your videos are edited really well. And
you know what? I started out like very like, okay, hi.
Yeah.
And then
Valerie.
and then I got better. And then they wanted more editing, and then they wanted subtitles. And now the editing, they're like, TikTok really wants you to do XYZ. And if you do XYZ, they will pay you.
Yeah.
And so it's worth it, but it's a lot of hours. It's like, and then sometimes you do a video and you're like, I just spent 3 days trying to edit this video and I got 10 cents for that video.
Yeah.
So please make sure to engage whenever you see a video.
Yeah. And follow her on YouTube and Instagram.
And Facebook. Facebook is actually more important than Instagram. But do it everywhere.
She has great content. She also goes live a lot. So if you're bored, just check out, YouTube or TikTok. She's probably live, especially if it's the middle of the night.
I have a game.
She does
have
have
you
a
played my game?
I have not.
You've not played the game?
I think I have just like a little bit. I'm not a big game person.
Okay, so the way the game works, you want to play the game?
Sure.
Okay. It's called the Who, What, Where, When, and Why.
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls.
I have been there when you explained it, so I do think I understand.
So it's basically 20 questions. I didn't invent 20 questions. I'm just applying it towards Gilmore Girls. And let's see. So I just apply it towards Gilmore Girls, and I'll play it when I'm live. And what's fun about it is there's an entire room of people who know the show really, really well.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not 20 minutes of going, like waiting for someone to answer. So there's different rounds. You go, is it who? Is it what? Is it a where? Is it a when? Is it a why? If it's a who, it's a character. Could be a person or an animal. If it's a what, it's an object. It could be something we see or we don't see. If it's a when, it will be a who, what, where. No, it's a where. Where is a physical place like Luke's Diner. If it's a when, it'll either be an event like the Knit-a-thon or a storyline like Christopher buying out the Knit-a-thon.
Yeah.
And then a why gets complicated. There's 5 different whys, or maybe there might even be 6. A why could be a character trait like Richard wears a bow tie. It could be a quote like, "Oi with the poodles."
Ooh.
It could be, and then you have to figure out what the quote is.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
So some people aren't good at that
because
they don't have every single line memorized.
Yeah.
It could be a reference like Stars Hollow actually is the same location as Music Man.
Oh.
It could be because it's the same filming location or Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
Well, although it wouldn't be Pretty Little Liars because we never referenced Pretty Little Liars because we didn't know they existed.
Oh.
Because they did not exist. It could also be an Easter egg. And I'm not talking about Kirk's Easter eggs. I'm talking about...
Or Taylor Swift's Easter eggs.
Like, one of them we did was Dan Palladino is the town protester. Oh. That's an Easter egg. And then there could also be a crossover. So at the same time Gilmore Girls was filming, Ellen filmed, and Ellen came to the Gilmore Girls set with her entire audience. And on an episode of Ellen... They did like a little scene in Luke Steiner.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that.
So there's different crossovers that might have happened.
Yeah.
I won't pick something difficult. I'll pick something easy. What is your knowledge of Gilmore Girls? What is your fandom level?
I feel...
Expert being 5, novice being 1.
No, I feel like... Okay, I've only watched it 4 times. And some people have watched... I mean, because, I'm 19. So some people have watched it 30 times.
Oh, yeah.
So, or more. So I would say in my head, I'm a 5, but no, I'm probably really a 3 or a 4.
Okay, I'll do something simpler.
Okay.
Like a character that is something that you would have known. Okay. Go for it. So start asking your who, what, where. Obviously, it's going to be a character because I just said it's going to be a character.
Is it a who?
It's a who, yes.
Yes.
Now, your next question will be, is it a person or an animal?
Is it a person?
It is a person.
Okay.
So don't try to guess the character.
Right, keep going.
Ask questions that relate to who this character could be.
Does this person live in Stars Hollow?
No, but why don't you ask if they're a man or a woman?
Oh, good idea.
Old or young?
Yeah, are they a man or a woman?
One question at a time. Which one? Which one? One question.
Are they a woman?
They are a woman.
Okay. And they don't live in Stars Hollow?
They do not live in Stars Hollow.
Yeah, I guess you really need to know what questions to ask. Yeah.
How old are they?
How old
well, you have to ask me.
How old is the
yes
woman?
Yes or no questions only.
Oh, yes or no questions. Okay.
So much pressure.
So much pressure. No. Are they old?
In relation to what?
Are they
older than or the same age as a certain character?
Are they older than Lorelai?
No.
Okay.
That could mean they're younger or the same age. So you now have to ask,
there's no way they're exactly the same age.
Well, but they could be similar.
Yeah. Okay.
Or they could be younger because they're not older.
Yeah. Are they younger than Lorelai?
No. Which means they're similar ages.
Okay.
Okay. So
it's a woman.
It's a woman that does not live in Stars Hollow.
What? Whoa, I'm racking my brain on this.
Okay, no, keep asking questions. Where do they live is a very important question. So in order to find out where they live, you have to ask what country, what state, what city.
I feel, okay.
Okay, yeah. So ask what country.
What country? Okay.
Yeah. Well, you have to ask it a certain way. You have to ask it in a yes or no question.
Do they live in the United States?
Yes.
Okay.
And. Yes, and.
Do they live in Connecticut?
Which means they also live somewhere else. No, they do not live in Connecticut.
Okay. They also live somewhere else.
They also live somewhere else, but get to the place in the United States.
Okay. Do they live in California?
No.
No. Okay. I don't know all those little states up there. I'm so.
Are they in New England? Is that what your question is?
Sure. Yeah. Do they live in New England?
Yeah, they're in New England.
Okay.
So,
but it's a woman?
It's a woman that lives in New England.
Are you sure? No, I'm kidding.
Yes, I'm absolutely sure.
Guys, I'm clearly not that good at this. Hopefully you guys have already guessed by now.
I don't think they have enough information yet.
Really?
No, they don't have enough information because there's a lot of places that we cover on the show. So think about another way you can get there is who are they, what other characters are they in scenes with? What other characters are they maybe physically related to or related to?
Well, if it's the same, they're similar age to Lorelai. I'm assuming they're around Lorelai.
Yeah.
Are they... Ooh, wait.
You might also ask, do we see them more than once?
Do we see this character more than once?
Yes.
Try
to figure out how many times we see them. Like, it doesn't have to be exact, but general.
I feel like I can't figure that. I have an idea. Do they are they in scenes with Luke?
No.
What? Oh my god.
They're not in Stars Hollow.
No, I know they're not in Stars Hollow. I know for a second
Luke
I thought
hardly ever goes anywhere.
No, I thought could have been Rachel.
Yeah, but she's in Stars Hollow.
No, but she doesn't live there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you could. They're not in any scenes with Luke.
They're not in any scenes with Luke.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Another question that'll help you is figure out are they associated with another male? Wait, are we getting close?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. Are they associated with another male?
Oh yeah.
What?
Okay. Are they a love interest of another male?
Are they a love interest?
Yes, they are.
Male? Okay.
Who's this other male that they're a love interest of that lives in New England?
Jason?
No.
Max?
No. You're getting there.
Okay.
You're getting there.
Christopher?
Yes.
Oh, what?
Female Christopher.
Oh my gosh.
England,
is it?
And also somewhere else.
Oh my god. Oh, yes. France.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Oh my gosh. What's her name?
What's her name?
I'm trying to think of her name.
Okay.
She bothers me so much.
Does her name begin with A to M?
Sherry.
Yes.
Sherry.
Good job.
Sherry. Well, yeah, I don't like her though, so I didn't want to guess her.
I always play this game at night. Not at night, just randomly. I post it whenever I post a video, I'll play this game.
Yeah.
And it's fun because it gets people thinking and they're like, and it's not about like trying to stump you. It's about trying to get you to think.
Yeah.
Because
it definitely gets you to think. Yeah.
You can't read my mind.
Yeah.
Even if you started spewing out, is it Lorelai? I'd be like, there's no way it's Lorelai.
Yeah.
Even if it was, I'd be like, no, it's somebody else.
It's somebody else.
Somebody else. No.
Yeah.
I try to make it more challenging. I try to pick things that people don't know. And I don't know the show as well as you guys all do. So what I do is I go on Netflix and I go, scroll, find a moment, like, okay, what's in this moment that's unique that people will remember? And sometimes it's just like I played the other night. It was just like the bags of chips that were in Luke's diner.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. The bags of chips I don't know that.
There's a there's a small bags of chips that are on the shelf next to the window that have clips, and it has all these different brands of,
oh my god,
like that kind of minutia.
I feel like it would be Miss Vicky's.
No, Ruffles, Doritos, Cheetos, and Fritos. And the only reason I know that is because we played it the other day,
right?
And I had to look at it. Yeah.
Well, it's been so fun chatting with you.
Yeah.
You have so many cool things to share, and especially, and I love what you've been doing with social media and how you've been sharing Gilmore Girls with people, with the fan base, because us Gilmore Girls fans really like it. We really appreciate it.
Aww.
We like the engagement. So
it's fun. I'm just glad I can expand what my knowledge is to other people, and that they appreciate it, and that I try to do it in a positive way.
Yeah.
Just like to be a good voice and help the community out.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll have you on here again.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and comment your favorite moment below. Check out my social media pages at Currently Screaming with Ashlyn. If you'd like to be a guest on my show, please visit my website. Stay screaming.